Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Geneforge 5. Well, we're about to go into Mera. Not much more to say about that, but we're gonna go in there, see Astoria, and find out all we can about this place. So, let's go. And here is Mera. You enter the city of Mera, the capital of this province. The Mera was taken over by the Shapers about 3 centuries ago, but the settlement looks like it dates to well before then. Although the Shapers have built many impressive structures to put their mark on the city, traces of the tribesmen who lived in the Mera still remain. You see the occasional odd insignia on a wall or sign in an unfamiliar tongue. You look at the streets and buildings, trying to see if any of them awaken some of your lost memories. Nothing seems familiar. You don't think that you have been here before. Mera is very crowded. Citizens, refugees, and creations roam the streets. It is an anxious place. The streets are surprisingly quiet. Conversations take place in whispers, and everyone takes pains not to stand out. Although it is hard to eavesdrop and learn more about what is happening, you do hear who the topic of many of the conversations is. Councillor Astoria, Shaper leader of the Mera. She is currently in the city. Couple merchants. There are several merchants walking around this courtyard, comparing goods, haggling, and shouting at each other. The tools and supplies they are selling aren't of use to you. When they see you gawking at them, they suggest talking to Abdera. He's off to the southwest. Over there, I'm guessing. A merchant has set up a small informal shop here, off at the edge of the eternal swirling bazaar that is the western courtyard. He has dark skin, weathered by many years in the hot sun. He looks like he is from far away. He rises and gives a little bow. Welcome to Abdera's humble little plot of land. I bring goods from the far south and buy items that would be of value when the Dara reaches. He constantly inspects the men and creatures walking nearby. You note that he frowns whenever a creation gets close. Let me see your wares. A couple interesting things, nothing we need. Don't need anything to sell. Tell me about the Dara reaches. They are far from here, on the southern edge of Terrestia. A long journey, to be sure. We are a proud people, though life is hard there. A soldier leads a thod past nearby. Abdera frowns. How is life hard? It is a dry land, harsh and unforgiving. Only the Shapers can make crops grow there, and of course we have suffered from the war. How did you come here? In my caravan. I bring the crafts of the desert people. I return with items that are hard to find there. Do creations make you uncomfortable? All of the death and destruction of late has been caused by creations. It is a problem. It needs to be solved. The wise counselor who rules us, Sage Tegan, thinks he has a solution. And that is? I apologize. I did not mean to drift off into conversation. I am but a humble trader. If there is nothing else you need, I must tend to other customers. Good day. As you start to walk away, you look one more time at the desert dweller. He watches you with a cold, hostile expression. You find yourself feeling unexpectedly nervous. You sound as if you think that creations are evil. I would not... I apologize. I did not mean to drift into... Okay, same thing. Interesting. And concerning. Secure storage bays. Only merchants allowed. All goods must be registered at the customs office. Rental 15 coins per day per bay per day. Pay rental to guard on duty. Many goods pass through Mera. The courtyard outside this building contains a constant bazaar. Merchants from the more civilized provinces on the west coast come to trade for goods. In return, they provide tools, medicines, and other products from the great coastal cities. The more precious goods are stored in this warehouse. They are guarded with traps and watched by guards. Trying to steal anything in here would be very risky. Yeah, I am not even going to try. This is probably... There is a sergeant patrolling the streets of Mera, closely followed by 2 huge, lumbering creations. She inspects the defenses, clearly displeased with everything she sees. When she sees you, she stops you. You there! I am Sergeant Schick of the Mera Guard. I have a message for you. The first time I see you, I'm supposed to tell you to go see Councillor Astoria immediately. I would not delay in following this order. Disobeying the command of councillors is a dangerous thing. Where is Astoria? The sergeant points to the northeast, toward a large stone spire looming over the town. That is Hariakel, ancient fortress. First of the people of these woods, then of the Shapers. Go there. How did she know that I am here? Don't know. I wouldn't tell you if I did. I will tell you that all the members of the Shaper Council keep track of the doings of all the other members. They all have spies everywhere. I have heard that you come from Raoul's mountains. That means that I'll be keeping a close eye on you. I'd like to know something about Mera. Oh, really? What a surprise. The agent of one counselor wants to know what the defenses and plans of another. How unusual. How unpredictable. As much as I want to get myself demoted to nothingness for helping a spy, I think I'll keep my mouth shut. You want to know something? Talk to Astoria. Those are some interesting creations. Aren't they? Powerful, under perfect control, which is better than Shaper Raoul can manage from what I hear. And they love to eat spies. That's all I want to know. Then I'm back to my patrol. Someone has to defend against our rogues and rebels. We are still at war with them, whatever some people say. She turns and marches north. Well, yeah, those are war trolls, it looks like. Okay, what is this building here? Storage bays. All goods must be registered at the custom. Okay, same kind of thing. More storage bays. These are more general goods. Less dangerous. Less important, I guess. No, I'm not going to. Not unless we need to. It looks like there's some docks here. That'll be interesting. That leads out to the south, which goes to Mera Fields. It's probably a fairly safe place. Onwards with the exploration. Nothing back there, it looks like. What is this? Customs office. All goods brought through Mera must be inspected and have duty paid by order of Councilor Astoria. Okay. Well, she looks nice. You meet Mera's feared customs agent. Only she can give permission for goods and creations to be ferried through Mera, and only she can choose how much of a duty needs to be paid. You don't want to see her, and she doesn't have time to deal with you. You move on. Very well, then. As you say. Couple refugees, it looks like. A small group of refugees are camping here trying to get some rest and need a quick meal before a guard arrives and forces them to move along. They avoid speaking with you. Very well, then. Okay, that looks like it leads to Bounty. The farmlands south of Mera have been troubled by a recent infestation of rogue roamers. Due to force shortages, removal of them is behind schedule. A bounty will be paid to the first mercenary to slay 15 of these creatures. Collect bounty from Sergeant Schick. Okay, I think that's something we can definitely do. And this, yeah, that leads north into Raoul. We'll go in there later. For now, let's finish looking through this place. What does this say? Raoul North. Yep, we know. Let's see. Mera Smithy. Essence work done here. Ooh, interesting. I like... That is very interesting. They have the essence pulled down there, anvil in the middle with a lot of scorching and the like, and it looks like the forge here is a bit magical. Interesting. You enter the Mera Forge. It is not your ordinary smithy used to repair hatchets and plows. It is a Shaper Forge, here to create tools and weapons suitable for the masters of Terestia. There is a pool of swirling essence at the south end of the dome. With the right materials, Shaper weapons and armor can be made. These are high-quality pieces of gear infused with essence. Only pure steel can make better gear. The smith approaches you nervously. He is a tall, thin man, surprisingly slight considering his job. He is also, oddly enough, not a Shaper. He gives you a little bow and says, "Word of a new Shaper? Not a Shaper? New visitor of importance. You are here. I am honored to meet you. I am Dorgum. Hope I can aid you." "You are the smith here?" "I am. It is a rare honor. I am not... Normally this would not happen. Someone like me, I mean, allowed to use the essence. An outsider. Me, I mean." He might be a skilled craftsman, but he's not much of a speaker. "Why can only Shapers do what you do?" "It is on the border of their law, I mean. But still clear, working with essence is shaping. Shaping is only for Shapers, but no life is made with this essence. It is only used to treat, as a reagent. Most would say no to me. Astoria says yes." "Why did she make an exception for you?" "Do not know. Astoria is unusual. Has different ideas about Shapers and outsiders and creations. Or it might be need. I mean, she can't use a Shaper for this job because so many Shapers are dead. I do not think I will have this job forever. I hope I am not punished for it." Dorgum chats nervously with you. He occasionally attends to the essence pool or looks after a bubbling mixture on his work table. You notice that there is a glass window in the ceiling above the essence pool. Essence is a semi-living substance. A pool of it can be sustained indefinitely by sunlight and the occasional bit of carefully prepared food. "You seem frail for a smith." No offense taken. When working with essence, it is not strength, it is focus, care and patience. To apply it bit by bit for hours, knowing the shake of the hand would ruin the work. I can't lift a plow over my head, but I do all right. "What is essence?" Oh, the Shapers won't let me know. They don't let outsiders see it. I know they mix many things together. Flash, alchemical substances, goop, apply power, magic. It becomes a little alive. The Shapers can do more. They hold essence within them, infuses them. They call it out to make life. Time working with it makes me see the signs. I see you have essence in you. And you? I try not to make essence too much. Let it in me. Would make me too much like a Shaper. Make me suspect. Get me killed. What sort of things can you make? I make tools for Shaper laboratories. I make their weapons and armor. Shaped gear. Very hard to make. Very difficult, but very high quality. It is limited who can have these items. Making them is a great honor. Difficult, but exciting. I can do much I want, but not all. Tools here are good, but limited. What exactly is a shaped weapon? A blade of very high quality. Made with the best materials. Purified, then treated with essence. Essence bonded into it, making it sharper, stronger, even slightly alive. Regenerating. Is almost an act of shaping. Not entirely, though. Not enough to make me a Shaper, get me killed. Is there anything better than a shaped weapon? A shaped weapon that has been improved with magic, enchanted, or a weapon made with pure steel. But pure steel is rare and essence is not. What is wrong with the tools here? Nothing, very good. But an enchanted anvil, that would be even better. Lots I could make with one of those. There was only one of those in the Mera and it was lost. Gone when Helft was destroyed. Go on. Helft was in the swamp southwest of here. Destroyed when the Unbound took over the swamp. There was an enchanted anvil under the town. Great source of wealth and prestige. Lost now. Place is full of rogues and monsters. Astoria wants to know what happened to it. So would I. If you can find it and tell me how to reach it, I will reward you. Astoria would approve of that. I think I can do that. Yeah. Can I buy something? I can't sell things without permission from Shapers. From Astoria. Speak with her and Harry Kell. Maybe she sends words to me. Okay. There is a leather-bound notebook here held shut by a brass latch. When you try to inspect it, it gives your fingers a shock. The secrets of the Shapers, even minor ones, are protected. Okay, then. What's in here? Need new pants? Speak quietly. Who are you? You enter a tailor's shop. The portly proprietor makes fine robes and other clothing for the Shapers and merchants who live here and pass through. When he sees you, however, he immediately closes up shop. He hangs a back soon sign at the door and pulls you in. When he's sure that you are alone together and nobody is listening in, he says, I am Jurgen, tailor, and fellow friend of Raoul. He pulls down the front of his robe. You see the telltale mark of a control tool on his chest. I am glad you found your way to me. We can help each other in the service of the master. You were a servant of Raoul? Yes, I am. I was a tailor in the foundry, making protective garments for the Shaper workers. Shaper Raoul saw me and recognized my loyalty. He asked me to come south and be his eyes. For a Shaper to ask me for help personally, me, a humble tailor, to personally meet a Shaper of a council and be asked for help. I have helped him as much as I could ever since. And he implanted a control tool in your chest? Jurgen winces at the memory. That did happen, yes. They gave me something to help me sleep. It didn't work entirely. But that is in the past. I have been completely loyal to Shaper Raoul. He has had no reason to hurt me. How are you rewarded? Shaper Raoul honors me by sharing some of the wealth of the Shapers with me. I live in great comfort. Of course, I do not need that. It is simply an honor to serve a member of the council. What do you do for him? Little, so far. Watch who comes in and leaves. Watch Astoria's actions. Note all of the creations that go unpunished. Report on her treachery. It's a great pleasure to work for someone as wise as Shaper Raoul. How is Astoria treacherous? It is an open secret that she wants to negotiate with rebels. She wants peace with them. Wants to give them land. Wants surrender. None dare call it treason because she is in the council, but Shaper Raoul will make sure that she pays. Why is Raoul so wise? The success of the rebellion has shown how weak and divided the Shaper Council is. They aren't used to seeing themselves as vulnerable. Each is panicking in a different way. Raoul alone is calm. He stays back, increases his influence. Once the others have broken, he will step in and take control, and then we will have victory in the war. Yeah, I've seen that. He is very selfish and self-serving. Jurgen watches the door constantly as he speaks with you, leaping up to shoo away any potential customers that try to enter. I don't think anyone knows I serve Raoul. I want to keep it that way. How long have you been here? Several years. Years of watching quietly and aiding other servants of Shaper Raoul as they pass through, and making clothes. And Astoria doesn't suspect that she is a spy here. I am still alive. I can still operate unhindered. I am sure that I have been able to evade her notice. I'd like to do some shopping. You... what? Shop? Well, I suppose. I will buy your gear if you need money. I can also sell you clothes. Special servant of Raoul discount. But be quick, we have matters of real import to discuss. Girdle of strength. Interesting. Might need that. Nothing we need to sell. Something else. You want my help? Normally I would not ask. I would not interfere with your own work. However, an opportunity has arisen and I would not let it pass. Southwest of here was a town called Helft, in the swamp. It was destroyed by the Unbound. There was an herb works there, operated by a powerful shaper named Flores. Flores was killed fighting the Unbound, but I have heard that his laboratory escaped destruction. So? So it is possible that his notes are still there. His research, shaper writings. Flores was a skilled alchemist. Who knows what he might have discovered? These papers could be very valuable. Many parties would pay handsomely for them. You should recover them for Shaper Raoul. I can pay you well. We'll see. We'll see what we can do about that. Nothing we can take there. No, I'm not going to open that. What is in here? This shop mainly caters to merchant caravans about to set out on long journeys. It is full of tools, weapons, and other equipment. There is a workshop in the corner for minor repairs. The old man who runs the shop approaches to greet you. His attitude is odd, though. He isn't happy to see a potential customer. Instead, he seems terrified, as if he desperately regrets your arrival. I am Lel. This is my shop. I am glad you have come. I am eager to speak with you. I'd like to do some shopping. Your comment startles him. It's as if he forgot that you might have wanted to use his store as, you know, a store. Oh, yes, of course, I trade with merchants. I buy their old gear for repair and resale, and I sell things. What would you like? Well, what have you got? Almost nothing we need. You seem nervous. What is wrong? I have been tasked to watch for your arrival, to ask you something. Now that you are here, I must do it, though it is difficult. Tasked by who? I'd rather not say. How did you know I was coming? Certain people watch the movement of people on the roads carefully. People who are allowed in and out of the foundry are unusual. What do you want to know? He swallows hard. You have spent some time traveling. You have seen the work of the Shapers, the rogues running loose, the oppressed creations, the constant warfare. Each year brings newer, larger creations to wreak havoc. Go on. Do you think that the shaping arts have made our world a better place? Do you believe that this magical practice has brought us to a better place than we would be in had these creatures not been made in the beginning? Why are you even asking me something like that? He jumps back, startled. No, I mean, I am sorry. I did not mean to make you... You clearly don't want to discuss this. I am sorry for wasting your time. Excuse me. He moves away, looking uncertain. He's unsure if he has made a horrible mistake or not. I'm pretty sure he's a Trachovite. It's the only explanation I can think of, really, for him to ask such a thing. Trachovites seem to be the only people who would ask that kind of stuff. Or the only people who do ask that kind of stuff. Hall of Appeals. Form queue around building to left. This is the Hall of Appeals, a standard presence in any major Shaper settlement. Outsiders can come here to beg a representative of the Shapers for aid. Help with brigands, medical assistance, and charity are common appeals. A visit to the Hall of Appeals almost always involves two things: a very long wait and a rejection of one's request. Not many humans joined the creations in their rebellion against Shaper rule. For the ones who did, resentment of the Hall of Appeals is a large part of the reason. There is not currently a throng of desperate outsiders here. The hall is closed. There is only one person here right now, an agent escorted by her creations. Alright. The agent doesn't seem to notice you. She paces distractedly around the Hall of Appeals. Oh, these outsiders coming with their petty problems. Don't they realize that we are at war? Can't they look after themselves? Then she looks at you. But you do not come to Agent Michelin with a petty request, do you? You don't need me to cure your gout or claim your nervous cow. You want an envoy of forces far away like me, yes? You know me? Know of you. Word of your existence left the White Spires ahead of you. The seven of the Council spend as much time fretting about each other as the enemy. Yes, anyone of actual importance here knows about Raoul's new agent. You should not be working for that creature Raoul, of course, but I suspect that he has left you no choice. She lightly puts her hand on the polished wood throne and looks at the Shaper symbols on the wall behind it, lost in thought. Agent Alurha gave me a letter for you. Micheline takes the note and reads it. Agent Aloha says that you are a mysterious and unique creature, untrustworthy and probably an abomination, but potentially useful. If nothing else, I should try to enlist your help, because every moment you spend helping me is one less spent helping Raoul. If you are looking for employment, I can use you. Shapers pay very, very well for information. Who are you an envoy for? I am one of the envoys sent out by High Councillor Shima to chart the latest acts of desperation and madness on the part of the rest of the Council. The progress of the war has broken each of them in a different way, and I count and organize the pieces. For now, I am inspecting Astoria. I am also looking for evidence of resurgent Trachovite activity. Tell me, Councillor Astoria. I keep my observations to myself. You'll be able to see for yourself what she is planning soon enough. She is inside Hariakel. Where is High Councillor Shima? In the Shaper Citadel, up in the mountains at the southwest corner of the Mera, looking out over the ruins of this land. I hope to return soon. It is the gateway back to civilization, the glories of the coast. You are hunting Trachovites. All agents are. The Trachovites are a rarity, a foe the Shapers can actually defeat. They say that all shaping is evil, thus they don't shape, thus they are easily and quietly disposed of. If you meet anyone who bears word of their heresy, please let me know. I will pay for the information and the Shapers will be pleased. Why do they hate the shaping arts? Stupidity, madness, confusion, hardly matters. The message is exactly what we don't need right now. Can we discuss something else? I suppose. Tell me more about Raoul. Where Councillor Astoria would surrender to the rebels, Raoul has simply left the battlefield. Now he seeks to increase his wealth and influence, thinking to one day rule the wreckage left by the war. He is constantly finding new servants, using his bizarre new creations to command them. I do not envy you. Are there any councillors you do approve of? General Alwyn to the south. He is determined to fight the war for as long as it takes and to gain a total victory, even if he has to kill every single living thing in Terrestia larger than a fleet to do it. I admire his dedication. Jeez, Alwyn's gone pretty... Ugh. Shaper Raoul put something in my chest. It forces me to obey. Agent Micheline reaches out and touches your chest. She concentrates silently for a few moments. What a horrible thing he has made. If the Council was stronger, he would be punished for this abomination. Do you know how to remove it? Of course. Grab it and pull. Of course, the hole it would leave in your heart would be fatal. I suspect that this is not what you desire. It would take a Shaper with skills far beyond mine to free you, and none would help you unless they had a real reason to do so. Normally, I would not deal with a creature like you, an outsider corrupted by forbidden influences, but in these times we work with what we can, yes? How can I help you? Councillor Astoria is letting the rebels ferry rogue creations through the Mera. Everyone knows this. They use a network of old tunnels called the Shadow Road. Certain parties want to know how to enter it for their own reasons. Find an entrance to it, west or east. I can use either. Report this to me. Can you teach me anything now that I'm working for you? What? Share the secrets of the Shapers with you? Because you were doing some spy work for us? Remember your place, creature. So they want to know about the Shadow Road as well. Seems like a lot of people want to know about the bloody Shadow Road. The only people who wouldn't would be the rebels, because they already know. Let's see. I'm just taking a look in this building first. Let me guess. Oh no, this could be a barracks. An elite warrior sleeping in a corner. Mera guard. Yeah, this is the barracks. All that leaves is the area up there, more or less. That might be an inn, actually. Creation storage bays. Rental 6 coins per creation per day. Straw included. Odor control requested. Register at customs office. Odor control requested. Well, we don't need to store our creations with anywhere. I mean, I'm happy with where they are. They follow me around. Everything is good. Something smells. You! A lot of refugees and the like, and caravan guards. The innkeeper is a graying, exhausted woman. Decades of dealing with merchant caravans have left her used to large, rowdy crowds, but the addition of refugees has made her job very difficult. Still, she deals with the job by moving very quickly and insulting and berating anyone who dares complain about the slow service. She frequently bellows commands to a trio of refugees she has hired to help her out. Eventually, she gets around to helping you. I'm Clarissa. What do you want? Make it quick. What do you have for sale? Ale, meat and bread, and wine. Can I get a room? All full, even the common room. Got a flood of refugees. Come in, spend a lot of their money for lodgings while they can look for work. Then they give up and move on. Hopefully they go before they give all their money to me. No bed for you here today. Sorry, try again tomorrow. Anything you can tell me about what's been happening here? Well, you probably know the Councilor Astoria is here, leader of the whole Mera. She lets refugees in as long as they pay their way. Most don't even do that. You'll hear lots of rumors about Astoria. Don't believe them. She's all right by me. Where is she? In the Shaper Warren up in the spire. Haria Kel, it's called. The old home of the Shapers. Entrance is in the northeast corner of town. What is she trying to do? Bring peace, or so I hear. Trying to end the war that's been doing nothing but burn us ordinary people out of our towns and homes. Astoria is popular here. She knows we don't care about the integrity of their Shaper laws or victory over the rebels. We just want to be safe. Can you tell me about the Mera? Well, this is Mera, the ancestral home of the people of the woods. Or it was once, before the Shapers came. And Tev is the old word for woods. The Shapers may have crushed the woods people, but they at least kept some of the old names. The woods people? Clarissa wipes the bar with a towel. She looks down at her hand. You see that the skin has an unusual reddish-brown tint. She shakes her head. Some don't like to discuss the old times. They were centuries past. This is the world of Shapers now. Excuse me. She walks off to surveil to some impatient drovers. Can you tell me more about the Mera? Okay. Nothing else we need to know, I think. There's something I'd like to know. Love a nice leisurely chat. Have to. A trio of merchant guards howls for more wine. Ah, those three. Excuse me. Okay, then. Oh, 2 people here. You meet Modell, the refugee you helped outside the West Gate. He tells you that he hasn't found work yet, but that he hopes that he will find food and lodging before his meager supply of coins runs out. You wish him luck, but considering what you have seen so far, you do not envy his position. There is a woman sitting in the shadows at the back corner of the inn. She is dressed in a leather jerkin and a loaded baton hangs from her belt. There are a lot of rough types here right now. She is unafraid. She motions you to sit when you get close and offers you a drink. Word travels around. I know about you. I know some things you don't. My name's Denna. I have something to offer. Something you want. Who are you? A traveler, an enterprising wanderer of the roads, and climber of the mountains. I move things around, things that can be hard to find in a time of war, but which are needed nonetheless. A smuggler? That is crass and inaccurate. I may move goods, but I also move information, from one place to another, from one counselor to another. I am a conduit for exchanging secrets, such as, say, the true identity of someone who might have lost it. Denna sits quietly and sips her wine. Every once in a while she flashes you a little smile. Thought more about my offer? Where are you from? Oh, I don't think that matters. The road is my home. And what are you offering? I was in the White Spires before it was sealed up, about 3 years ago. About that time there was some white gossip. Someone had been brought there for research. Someone who bore the signs of having shaping, so much that the brain had been affected. No knowledge, no memory. I left soon after that, but not before picking up some notes of great interest. Was it me? I don't know for sure, but I hear rumors of a new agent of Raoul's coming from the mountains. Someone nobody has heard of. Someone who appears to be highly confused much of the time. I started to wonder, and then I waited for you. Tell me about the notes. Just a few papers from the Foundry Core. Something I was sent to find. Something about Raoul's research. Experiments in making creations that can control someone's mind. I was looking for papers on that. I just happened to also get some papers on this mystery person at the same time. Just serendipity. I would like to see these notes. And I would like to show them to you. But I am a trader. To get these papers I will need something from you. And what do you want? You were allowed to enter Haria Kel. Unusual. Useful. There is a shaping laboratory there. It's unusually well stocked. Find the supply cabinets. I want 4 vials of powder from them. They will be marked with letters and numbers. She describes the codes of the 4 vials she wants. Don't touch, taste, or inhale them. Not the slightest amount. Obtain them without being seen and return them to me. You will learn what I know. She returns to her drink. So, get some powders for her. Unknown powders that I have no idea what they could possibly be. And she'll tell us what she knows about us. Considering the amnesia we have, that could be very interesting. And very useful. And we may actually do it. Although it may piss Astoria off a bit, but still. It's very important. And very useful knowledge. Very tempting. Very tempting. Still, I think that... we'll leave that be. I think that's probably about everything here. Yeah, next episode we will head up into Hariakel. After all, we need to speak with Astoria. We need to learn what we can about what she's doing and all that information. But that is definitely going to be in the next episode. So until then, I am Chessrook44. That is E, King, and Shuriken. This has been a Geneforge 5 Let's Play, and I will see you all next time.